Do we now have a recovery plan? You know, we've been working towards the surge plan.
Right.
And so I know now that the government is saying, okay, let's open our states back up. So now are we refocusing our attention towards the reopening of our facilities?
Yeah, so that actually is part of the whole hospital emergency incident command system that every hospital uses. You know, we set up the command center very early on when the pandemic broke. You know, we have all these chiefs, section chiefs that deal with planning and operations and you know, communications and so forth. So through any crisis, as you move through that, you start moving out of the crisis phase where you're immersed in the moment, and you start, you know, kind of the, like you said, the ramping down or ramping up, the return to normalcy in some fashion. So that will be the planning and operational folks that are working with their teams. I mentioned earlier about some of our leaders already planning how will we open back up surgery. So that planning process is just really now starting because we're still, I know the governor came out about starting back up surgery, but then he kind of backed off and put out some clarifying comments, meaning I didn't mean now, I mean when we're ready to start surgery again, here's how we would do it. So, yeah, and our greatest fear, please don't relax. You know, this is, I've used the term double down. I don't think we can double down anymore. I mean, we've all gone to extremes to, again, practice all these good habits. But don't let up. I mean, this is, I worry that people, when they read on the news, we're reopening everything, and we go back to having, you know, group practices. We start having celebrations, and people start returning, and, you know, they talk about a second wave. You know, now they're not expecting that until like flu season. But we don't want to undo all the phenomenal work that's been done.
Right. Okay, thank you, Gary.